In Jerusalem, on the southwestern slope of Mount Zion, there's a cemetery. Walk down through the cemetery and you come to Oskar Schindeler's grave. It's covered in little stones. These stones are entrenched in complex meaning, especially in accordance with the Jewish faith. One such meaning of the stones is the permanence of memory, the soul as eternal, and the belief that the dead are never forgotten. Oskar Schindler saved many lives during the Holocaust, and this is important never to forget. It's also important never to forget about the Holocaust. The Holocaust was the systematic murdering of approximately 11 million people, 6 million of whom were Jewish. It all began when Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party, who were given responsibility to govern Germany, decided that they wanted control over more than just Germany, and so proceeded to overpower neighbouring countries in Europe and started a war. The Nazis were racist, homophobic, and hated anybody who was different. So they decided to pick on groups of people such as Poles, gypsies, communists, and Jews. They gathered them up and killed them as quickly as possible. A great deal of these millions of killings was carried out between 1941 and 1945. 11 million innocent victims, shot, starved, worked to death, and gassed. People started to make art about the Holocaust, to some extent to soothe the pain inflicted by us on our own species. This is Shalakhet, Hebrew for fallen leaves. It's an art installation by Menash Kadishman. Covering the floor are over 10,000 circular iron plates cut with open faces. This enormous memorial for the innocent victims and the pain caused and cruel actions of the human race during the Holocaust, it still seems incidental when compared to the scale of the Nazis' atrocities. 71 years have passed, it's 2016. Let's make an art installation about the Holocaust. We're privileged to live in the United Kingdom, and none of us have lived through an atrocity as profound as the Holocaust. So how can we possibly create art about it? The art we create is destined to be a pale imitation of work by artists who've lived through the Holocaust and experienced it. So let's make a pale imitation of a Holocaust art installation. Shalakhet. Instead of the hard iron plates, we'll use soft paper plates. Instead of the faces being black, they'll be white. Instead of heavy, they'll be light. We'll need to make a great deal of white silent faces in order to make an installation, and I'll attempt to show you how. When the installation is complete, it will not have the impact of Kadishman's original Shalakhet, but will be intended to be a humble, solemn reflection, a tribute, and a memorial.
Cut out the eyes and mouth from a template onto paper plates. Turn the plates around, face them out, fix the rim with masking tape. Turn newspaper pages into lines, twist and wind the lines inside. Retain the holes of mouth and eyes. Fix the rims and lips with masking tape. This is the armature, and the armature is a framework for stability and structure. But masking tape is not very strong. When it's hot or soggy, it comes undone. So around the armature, wrap the gum strip. Rip it, dip it, strip the drips and stick it. Hold the sponge and pull the gum strip. Hold and mold until you see no masking tape. Then it's time for papier-mâché. Get the paper, mix the water and the PVA. Tear the paper with the fingers. All strips no bigger then the palm of the hand. Papier-mâché means paper chewed in French. Papier-mâché should be damp and not drenched. Make the texture smooth, get rid of any bubbles. Overlap layers evenly, the more layers you add, the tougher it will be. What does it all create? A white silent face. 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 White